Welcome to the show. I'm your host with the most, Cash Info. Yeah, I work for NASA. It's another company. It stands for Never Again Should. Blah blah blah. Make up something if you want. Make it up like my company does, NASA. They've been making it up for years. We're popping the toast in the toaster. It's bagels. You already know it's bagels. We got what would appear to be a paper towel, and we're going to smear the butter on to the bagels from the paper towel's vantage point. It should be epic. Stay tuned and watch and see how we do it on this show. I'm begging you guys, let's get to 50 million subscribers. My mom said if I get to 50 million, she's going to buy me a camera, okay? So I'm begging you guys, get me to 50 million subscribers, all right? So, the long weekend this weekend. Hey Google, what day is the long weekend in Canada? Hey Google, when is the holiday in September? In Canada.
According to TPP blog, National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, September 30th, 2024. Introduced in 2021, the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation.
National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, September 30th, 2024, will be a special episode I will bring to you on what I can gather has happened here in Canada and who is to blame, who covered it up, and why. And what should we give back to those that some people, elders, had stolen from? Knew better, knew they were stealing. Should we put them in jail? Should we take all profits those people's last names made over 100 years and take it back? All of it. Yes. If you said yes, you are an ultra boss. Don't let people who got away with stealing at some point get away with it now. If you know they stole, go thump them. That's how we operate where I'm from. And it don't matter where you are, where you've been. If you stole from someone in the last 25 years, there are people where I am from that will thump you in a heartbeat without question. So remember, if you're a thief, if you're a liar and a cheat, you're about to get thumped. Now we got the bagels all did. I'm going to talk to you all about bagels in a minute. First things first, we have waffles as well. They call me the waffle maker. I ain't playing. The waffle maker. So we're going to go into our bag of tricks here. We got between 8 and 12 waffles here. Big old bag of waffles. I don't know if y'all can see in there. I'm going to pull out several dozen waffles. Here's two. Man, they reek like goat farts. I don't know why, but we're eating them. Goat farts or not, these things are going down. Those two are down in the Black & Decker. And then we got two more here. And we're gonna splice them and dice them. I made these. These are homemade Belgian waffles, vanilla. Real Mexican vanilla. I got 2 waffles left. I'm gonna eat those in the middle of the night tonight when my cat decides he's a dog or something. He's doing different things now. I can't tell you exactly what they are because I don't know. He's doing them though. We got Earth's Own almond drink. Got some other stuff here we're gonna get into, and we have a container to put it in when we're done with that. So let's begin, shall we? Stuff like this kind of throws me through a loop, love. Lovey-dovey. Hey, love. Lovey-dovey. What is really going on? Get this open. Bop and drop. You already know. You already know. So, I'm going to slide that over, bop and drop, get that open, and that. Bring it over here. Alright. We got the dehu nice and low. We got the humidity nice and low in the house, so I'm going to turn it down and begin. Today we're making the most wonderful meal. If you've been around the kitchen before, you've seen me make this type of meal. I call it the opposite of the weird dude from Jersey Shore. Now, which weird dude? There's a lot of them. Not Pauly D, not Situation. I think Ronnie is the least weird. He's super weird. Don't get me wrong. He weird, yo. But he ain't as weird as the last guy. You seen the last guy eat pizza? Or forget how to eat pizza? Upgraded Titan TV Man. Holy crap, buddy. You better change that name. I'm going to be straight up with you. I have a hard time getting people to spell 7 letters. Wow. Very simple. I mean, there are 1-year-olds in Asia that were spelling that in the womb. Okay? Wow. Info. It seems to be too much for the world to grasp. Don't start to get me started. But your name, Upgraded Titan TV Man, you have no hope on YouTube, buddy. They're going to ask you how you spell TV. Is it with capitals? Is there a space? Is there a dot, a hyphen? Let alone Titan. They're going to be like, is there a Y in that? Is there a silent G? I'm like, who's teaching these absolute gibblers? You know? Kimmy Gibblers, buddy. So that happened. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the show. I am a comedian. Sometimes, whenever it might appear that I might get in trouble, I just say it's fiction. You know what I mean? I just quickly say it's fiction. What? Just try and stop me. CBC, you scoundrels. Hey? See what I did there? Oh, man. You should see the videos CBC puts out. Back in the day, I watch later video. Oh man, there is a biker sitting down with CBC as the biker and the CBC anchorman are laughing about the Hell's Angel beating women. And the CBC anchorman is loving it. He's eating it up. I'm like, you guys are disgusting. 1969 in Canada, that interview was held in black and white. Don't tell me why we had black and white in 1969, right? But we had electricity in 1800. You guys, are you aware? Are some of you aware? The buildings that were built could not have been built with hand tools. Like, are you guys sorta okay out there? Some of you maybe? But the way the world works is the richest families in the world that have profited for hundreds and not 150, 250 years are all on the biggest scam the world has ever known. Period. Shame on anyone who is rich for not telling the truth. Shame on you. My wife is so hot, you guys. Oh. Oh yeah, don't worry, I'll do that tonight, babe. And then don't worry, I'll do it tomorrow, babe. And do it in the morning, babe. Hi, how are you doing, cat person from different parts of the world? I can't read you writing. Yesterday gave my mom, yesterday gave my wife the lid. Today I'm not. So, I kind of like the bottoms though. The bottoms are kind of sleek. They fit in your mouth nice. We're gonna give the wife the bottoms today. Yo, Japan. Oh, hi, Japan. Beautiful. I didn't realize that was Japanese. I love Japan. If you're from Japan, hit the thumbs up, buddy. How come you're typing in Japanese? You'd think you would be smarter if you're from Japan. Are you sure you're not a troll typing in some weird Japanese, but it means swear words or something? Please keep it English in here. So me as the host, the moderator, and the super chat receiver, I want to understand what you're saying, right? If I have to fly to Japan or China or wherever you're located in Winnipeg or Texas or Wyoming, I want to drop kick you. You know what I mean? So like I need to know exactly where you are and what you're saying in case I have to fly down and just absolutely smash you. Okay, buddy? No qualms or quarrels, you know. I can get you. I realized from Google Translate that this is English. Oh! How are you doing, homie? You don't want to start talking to and then a flying drop kick from across the room. I get it. How you doing? I'm glad to see you, bro. I don't know if I'm chatting with AI bots or what, but I kind of like it sometimes. Most of the time, no. When I'm talking to Google or YouTube or like a car salesman, I don't like to be talking to bots, if you know what I mean. So the wife has her breakfast. I've laid the wife's breakfast accordingly, as a boss would. Now, oops, I have yet to do my own, obviously. I'm still working on my bossmanship. I can't even cook breakfast for myself. Let's get this one bared. We're putting plant-based bear on this, actually. Should be specific with that. A lot of dough heads out there can't figure out what plant-based is. It's right in front of you. It's next to the one that says it kills animals and it tortures them. I hope you all aren't really considering getting any turkeys this year. You don't want to turn into one, do you? Turkeys are sluggish animals and you are what you eat. Figure it out. Do the math. They're high in fat as well. Turkeys are loaded with grease and fat. I mean, do you really need me to tell you more? Do you know animal fats clog your arteries? They're very, very bad for the human body. Look it up. You got a bunch of old people who have no clue about math, English, or spelling. They're teaching you about dietitianing. Dietitians are people who actually went to school in an age where, well, like encyclopedias, dietitians' curriculum changes every year. You want to know why? It's based off corporations and what they want to sell you. You know that corporations fund some of the largest advertising for the egg industry? And they say that the egg industry is so humane. You should see what happens to the baby boy chickens when they're born. Now, any part of that seems humane, you're sick in the head. Remember that. I know about these corporations and how they lie and steal and cheat us. You haven't realized it yet. You have a long way to go before you're my level. Remember, 17, 18 fucking years, no meat. Try and join me on that. It's going to take you a long time to get where I am, if ever. How you doing? Guys, gals. By far the funniest comedian on YouTube. By far not getting paid enough. They call me Japanese cat. I am Japanese. Isn't that America? No, I'm not American, bro. I have brain cells and things like that. Americans are good people that were dumbed down over the last
250 years. Some of the smartest minds in the world reside in Canada, actually, believe it or not. You wouldn't know that because America claims they're so smart. Go look at Hollywood. Find me one fucking smart person in Hollywood. You won't. Terrence Howard left Hollywood, never to return again. Period. Now, back to my show that I made for all of you to watch worldwide forever. There's nothing they can do about my art. Will stay my art forever. Fucking Andy Warhol me, bud. I will crush you. I am by far the greatest daily live streamer in the world. You just coughed. Are you okay? Probably not. I probably need like 6 boosters or something. You know what I mean? Probably just big time need boosters, you know? If that's the way you guys think, you live in fear. The fear traps you inside your own mind, which prevents you from doing anything outside of your own home. Fear is something you can't replace with something else. You must defeat fear entirely. You can't like push fear to the side and be like, oh, it's okay, I'm not going to think about it right now. Fear lingers. The only thing I can relate to fear is debt. The fear of debt and the feeling of debt are the same. 2 and the same, 1 and the same. I'll put it to you like this. In old England, if you couldn't pay your taxes, you were put in jail. I'll put it to you like this. If you live in Canada and you do not pay your taxes, you are put in a fucking cage. I'll put it to you like this. If you live in America and you do not pay your taxes, you are put in a fucking jail cell. You're watching from Tokyo? Holy shit. Tell Tokyo I said hi. I love Tokyo. Tokyans? Oh man, you guys just got way fucking cooler. Tokyans. I've been a Tolkien since 1991. Are you a bot? I feel like you could be a bot. Japan and America. Holy. I don't know what that means, but have you done some research on those 2 countries and maybe go back to like 1920 or something like that and then play it forward? I'm just saying. Have you ever, looked around you? I'll tell you a quick story. America, at one time, went over to Japan and they turned some of the Japanese people into shadows, it's horrifying and horrific. I take no pleasure in saying this, but do you know about the shadows? People literally turned into shadows. That's heartbreaking. I'll make you wait? You can't make me wait. I've never, the only thing I wait for is my wife, and even that, I gave up on waiting for my wife now, too. Like, I'm well aware that waiting is for pusses, Real men. Bosses. We'll go a step further and include women. Real bosses. They take. I prepared food. I'm eating and... Oh, very good. Not sure if that's legal in Canada, but you're in Japan. Maybe things are different there. Here we always eat first and then do weird stuff later. Or vice versa, weird stuff and then get really hungry after. You're saying you actually do it at the same time as you're eating. Interesting. Interesting. You just gave me an idea. Oh man, am I getting hungry? I gotta poop and I'm hungry, you know? It's gonna be a good day, Japan. I got an orange here from Japan. This orange is from Hiroshima, Nagasaki or something like that. I forget where it's from. Fukushima. This is from Japan though, no shit. It's a tangerine or a manola. I'm not sure what it is, but it's this is I'm gonna tell you, it's a mandarin. This thing is from China. Sorry, it's from China. You guys don't have oranges in Japan? You guys can't grow very much there, or? So sour, pretty sweet, but damn, super tart. Like, I can't even make a... Man, any type of, if you, oh, I cannot hold my face normal when I eat this orange. My skin's crawling. Oh, man, I have to poop a lot less. The acids in there kind of destroyed and broke down my poop like in seconds. Let's try another bite. Hmm. 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 Super tangy. I'm not really digging it. Whew. Like, it makes me want to sweat, you know? But it's not. But it feels like a sweat. It's like one of those acid sweats you get in your eyes, you know? And it gets all tangy around your eyeballs. Hmm. I recommend the everything bagel. If y'all are interested in everything bagels, this is what they look like. That's how good I toast them. These are frozen. These are fried. Actually, I think bagels are fried, aren't they? How is a bagel made? Do they deep fry them? No, bagel's made in the oven. Huh? Huh. I remember watching a video one time, but I can't remember now. Hey Google, how are bagels made? Are they deep fried?
According to Wikipedia, bagels are traditionally made from yeasted wheat dough that is shaped by hand into a torus or ring, briefly boiled in water, and then baked. The result is a dense, chewy, doughy interior.
Briefly boiled in water? I'm not a fan of that. And then they're baked. Are bagels deep fried or baked? Bagels don't involve any deep frying. Are bagels boiled or deep fried? Bagels are boiling is before baking. Baking the dough right away gives a bagel a matte finish and an open interior structure. Boiling the bagel pre-gelatinizes the crust. Yeah, you can tell. You can feel. I was actually thinking about that it's kind of chewy dough. Not dough, but it gelatinizes. It makes it jelly. So the bagel, very chewy, you know. The more I learn about bagels, I'm not really digging the fact that they're boiled. That sounds just fucking disgusting. Boiling bread? Like, I feel like that's actually probably gonna be bad for your body, too. Gelatinizes? Is the process of gelatinizing anything, is it good? I gotta ask this question because I'm really concerned with that term. Is gelatinizing anything healthy?
What are the side effects of taking gelatin? Gelatin is commonly consumed in foods. It's not the. Whoa, look at this. But taking high doses of 15 grams daily might increase the risk of side effects that include sore throat, swollen gums, mouth sores. Gelatin comes from animals being boiled, and then it's the fat that drips off of there. They skim it, and that's gelatin. Is gelatin bad for your gut? My God. Gelatin is a pure natural collagen powder that's made from skin and connective tissues. Fucking gross me out. Since gelatin is such a strong natural source of protein, it's a powerful tool in healing digestive issues. And fuck that. Is gelatin inflammatory? Yeah. Gelatin denatured collagen temporarily exists in tissues. Gross. Temporarily, by the way. May well be pathophysiologically involved in tissue remodeling, inflammation, or tissue damage. There you go. Gelatin and collagen help gross. Well, that is weird. I want to define this word.
Glycine.
Glycine is the simplest naturally occurring Glycine is the simplest naturally occurring amino acid. It is a constituent of most proteins. What does glycine do for the body? Glycine is a building block for making proteins in the body. Glycine is also involved in transmitting chemical signals in the brain. Fuck, that's insane. So there's interest in using it for schizophrenia and improving memory. A typical diet contains about 2 grams of glycine daily. So we gotta up our glycine, but I don't know by how much. What is the simple definition of glycine? A sweet crystalline amino acid. I think it's carbon molecule H5NO2. So I don't know what the hell that is. Obtained especially from hydrolysis proteins. Hydrolysis, cool. I believe hydrolysis is the we can look it up. Hydrolysis, it's using water to strain off. Let's look it up. But that's kind of the dumbass definition. Let's see here. I've seen a hydrolysis machine before.
Hydrolysis.
The chemical breakdown of a compound due to a reaction with water. So what is hydrolysis in simple terms? A chemical reaction in which water is used to break down a compound. This is achieved by breaking a covalent bond in the compound by inserting a water molecule across the bond. So quickly to do this, there's a process that some people use with growing, and they wash their buds. So most people don't understand what they're doing, but this is actually a form of hydrolysis. And when you wash your buds, you're actually, it can take 2, 3, or 4 weeks, maybe up to 6 months to, give me a second. It's like the leaching process before you, like when you're burping and curing. So what it's doing is it's off gassing. Okay, this is the wording. It takes weeks and weeks, if not months, to off gas naturally. Do you know if you put buds in water and wash them, you've instantaneously through the process of hydrolysis, you've off-gassed those buds instantaneously. So it's interesting how people know very little about science, and then they come to me and they're like, "Hey, can you grow?" I'm like, "Fuck, I can grow anything better than you all day, every day. What question do you have? I'll answer it." And here's proof that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So a chemical reaction in which water is used to break down a compound. So compounds are the volatile, the VOCs that sit in the buds. Okay, those are compounds. So, but you don't have to take my word for it. Go try it yourself. See what happens. It's a pretty amazing process. And it's very healthy to do that. Most people don't understand this. That is the only reason I would do that. Plus, most people who grow you don't know your surrounding. You know, there's 500 reasons why I recommend you do that. But what type of water are you using? Period. Right? Question mark. What does hydrolysis do in the human body? This will be interesting. Hydrolysis reactions break bonds and release energy. Okay? Biological macromolecules are ingested and hydrolyzed in the digestive tract to form smaller molecules that can be absorbed by cells and then further broke down to release the energy. So what I get from that instantaneously is we should be using the process of hydrolysis to clean out, flush, and heal the body. You would think that. See, this is where I think there's a lot of corruption in our science and our health care industry, because remember, it's an industry, right? There's no one that's paid to actually fix you. They're only paid to make you feel better for then. But next week you're gonna have to come back. You know what I mean? So it's an industry, right? So I don't know if you understand this, but I'll use a different scenario. We'll use a computer, and then let's check and see if Bill Gates did anything fancy with computers back in the 90s. Was there anything corrupt Bill Gates did? Let's see. Was Bill Gates involved in viruses on computers in the 90s? Why do some people say that Bill Gates once was creating computer viruses to sell antivirus software? Oh, as far as I know, I produced the first Unix virus. Oh, I'm not reading this. This is what I'm reading from Quora, and it's the top answer. I'm going to show that because I don't want any fucking problems. Obviously, I'm not that smart or that evil, but there's, as far as I know, I produced so that's what I was reading. Fuck. The guy was a moron. Not only was Bill Gates a coder, he was a great coder, and not only was Bill Gates a coder, he was a great coder, and as the company grew, he kept coding. The last product which shipped with his code in it was the Tandy TRS 80 model 100, and that shipped in the same year Microsoft first broke 100 million in revenue. Oh man, that did not answer the question. You're getting rumors wrong. It was not Bill Gates. It is here's a John McPhee, founder of McPhee Antivirus software company, spread a virus to demonstrate capabilities of their product. Oh. Oh my God! Have they seriously got people dumbed down? Bill Gates created viruses for Microsoft. Let's see what it says here. Why do people believe Bill Gates? Here's a good one. I'm old enough to remember when Bill Gates used to create viruses. This is on X, April 7th, 2021. I'm old enough to remember when Bill Gates used to create viruses in Windows and then sell the antivirus. Good times. What did Bill Gates create Microsoft? Microsoft was founded on April 4th, 1975 by Bill Gates and Paul Allen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Does Microsoft protect against viruses? In 2006, did he really scrub the internet? Bill Gates was charged with creating viruses in the 90s. Oh man, is this one of them fucking Mandela effects? $38 billion, wasn't it the teddy bear virus? My Doom, considered by many to be the most dangerous computer virus in history, My Doom virus cost around 38 billion worth of damage in 2004. It scrapped email addresses from infected machines and sent copies of the virus to those addresses. What was the computer virus in 1999? The Melissa virus. I don't remember this one. Is a mass mailing macro virus released on. It targets Microsoft Word and Outlook based systems, which was fucking everything. You had to have an Outlook to have internet here in Canada, pretty much. Which shows there is, it shows that there was some sort of connection, right? To fucking do this, right? They knew what they were doing. Do you know the internet was created to spy on you, period, actually? Do you think about what a personal computer is? Then think about how what they call hackers, call them government agents, can see what's on your computer, right? So anything in your mind, they would steal from you, right? What was the worst computer virus in history? Man, they do not explain or talk about. There was an I love you virus. I remember. Oh, love bug. I remember that one. I swear there was a teddy bear virus or something. My buddy's older than me, and they had this teddy bear virus. Let's type it in. Man. Bill Gates goes on record saying he creates computer viruses. The same Quora thing keeps coming back at the top, which means they've scrubbed the internet. And if anybody has access to scrubbing the internet, it's going to be the richest people in the world. The internet is false then. What is the most damaging computer virus of all time? No, that's not even my fucking question. New York Times article in October 18, 2021, Bill Gates met with Jeffrey Epstein many times despite his past history. Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted sex offender who committed in prison, managed to lure an astonishing array of rich, powerful corporate influences. Jeffrey Epstein threatened to expose Bill Gates' affair with Russian Bridge. Wow, Forbes magazine put this article out. Holy crap. Forbes, Jeffrey Epstein threatens to expose Bill Gates' affair. So, I think Melinda Gates broke up with him a couple years later, right? The links between Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Gates explained. Bill Gates has admitted that fundraising meetings held with the late billionaire pedophile Jeffrey Epstein were a huge mistake. Disgusting. Bill Gates befriended Jeffrey Epstein for this favor from, wow, a sex pred. Jeffrey Epstein threatened to expose Bill Gates' alleged affair with Russian. Bill Gates praised Jeffrey Epstein's lifestyle, kind of intriguing. Wow, the Daily Beast. Billionaire Bill Gates, who has repeatedly minimized his ties to Jeffrey Epstein, visited the convicted sex offender multiple times in the years after. This is from 2019. You know, these guys, these people that do these kinds of things, man. I don't know. We have judges, we have lawyers, we have police, we have Secret Service. None of them did anything about it. You tell me those guys aren't in on this too. Prove me wrong. I'll see you next.